So these are like fake meat. This is like almost like a soft...
So good, but I'm still chewing indeed.
I know there are lots of videos online of like Americans trying British food or people from other countries trying British food. I am British, so I already know what all of these things taste like. But I thought maybe it would be interesting for you to see what I think are some of the more like iconic British snacks. So if you come to the UK, you can buy these, try these. These are like the things that are super, super British. I also have with me here my boyfriend. My boyfriend is not British. He is from Spain. He's not on camera because he's not a YouTuber. But I will get him to try everything here, and you can find out what somebody who's not a Brit thinks of all of these snacks. But I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we have 9 snacks to try today. We're going to start with a savoury option, which is a Scotch egg. You might know what a Scotch egg is. I feel like sometimes people have tried it. This is a Scotch egg. So a Scotch egg is basically, it's like egg covered in sausage meat and then covered in breadcrumbs. And you usually eat it as like a picnic snack. I am vegetarian, so I do not eat like proper Scotch eggs because I don't eat the sausage meat. But they have really, really good vegetarian Scotch eggs. So these are like fake meat. Corn is fake meat. It's a brand, but it's become kind of synonymous with fake meat. It like means, we say corn when we just mean fake meat, basically. I'm gonna have one and Javier's gonna have one. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love Scotch eggs. This is what it looks like inside. Is that a bit gross? It looks like dust. I know it looks like dust, but it's so good. These are like, if you're going to London, okay, go to like Sainsbury's, buy these, go to a park, sit in the grass, like eat a Scotch egg. I personally love Scotch eggs. I'm giving them an 8 out of 10. Javier?
It's gonna be a solid 7.5.
7.5. That's pretty good. The next thing is another savoury option. And if I'm being honest, I don't eat these. I don't think I've eaten these since I was like 10. These are Monster Munch. I think in most countries around the world, they have Lays. We do have Lays, but it just has a different name. So we have Walkers. You can see the logo is like, it's exactly the same. And these ones are pickled onion flavour. They're like a corn snack crisp. Something interesting about the UK, and I'm actually not sure if this is a thing in other countries, but we sell crisps in individual packets. So inside of this bag are like small bags, and this is what you take with you for lunch. And when I lived in the US, they only sold these in like a big bag that you'd open. And they would stay crispy, these American chips. We say crisps, Americans say chips. They would stay crispy for like 3 weeks. These are Monster Munch, and they look like claws. So they look like little monster claws. Fucking hell, they really smell like vinegar. One for you. It's kind of like a vinegar and onion flavour, which sounds vile, but anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
I quite like them.
They're better than I expected them to be, but I'm gonna leave them for the kids.
They're better than he expected them to be, but he's gonna leave them to the kids. I think that's fair. To be honest, I would never buy these. So I'm gonna give these they're like a 5. They're nice, like there's nothing offensive about them. I will never probably go out of my way to eat them.
Totally agreed. A 5 it is.
The next things that we have are all like sugary snacks. The first thing we're going to start with are Cherry Bakewells. I picked these up mostly for the brand. In the UK, we have this brand, Mr. Kipling, and they make so many iconic, like British cakey things. They make these things called angel slices, which I personally love. They make cherry bakewells, they make apple tarts, jam tarts, things like this. It's usually the more like cakey snack options are made by this brand, Mr. Kipling. And I personally love cherry bakewells. They're so good. So you open the box and then all of the cherry bakewells come in like a plastic film. This is a cherry bakewell. It's basically a small tart with cherry on top, and there's cherry inside as well. Feels so wrong to say tart. Tart feels like a funny thing to say because we also use the word tart to insult a promiscuous woman in the UK. If you call somebody a tart, that's like an insult. Anyway, but this is a cherry bakewell. I love these things. Cheers. For me, they're easily, as far as like British snacks go, they're like a 10 out of 10. Javier, for you?
Gonna have to be a 7.
Ignore him. They're so good. 10 out of 10. Before I move over to biscuits, I'm gonna give you something that's like halfway between a cake and a biscuit. These are Jaffa Cakes, which honestly, it's not a cake and it's not a biscuit. It's kind of like halfway between. If you read the packaging, it actually says they're light sponge cakes, but they're kind of a biscuit. Let me open the box. And these are Jaffa Cakes. They're like little disc shapes. They have dark chocolate on top. This is like almost like a soft biscuit or like a sponge. It's almost a bit squishy. This is the inside. You probably can't see very well, but there's like an orange jelly. To be honest with you, I am really not a big fan of Jaffa Cakes. I have a very, very sweet tooth. So if you have a sweet tooth, you really like sweet things. I love caramel in my coffee. I love Bakewell tarts because they are super sweet and super sugary. So for me, I'm not a big Jaffa Cake fan, but people really like them. If you're somebody that likes dark chocolate, you're gonna really like these. For me, they're like a 4 out of 10. I would rather eat the Monster Munch, but I'm gonna ask Javier. I think Javier will probably really like this because he really likes dark chocolate, but
8.5 out of 10.
Why?
They're just really nice. I would have ranked them higher, but they are a bit too dry.
A bit too dry. The next thing I bought is a biscuit. This is like a very, very classic British thing, obviously because we drink a lot of tea. And the whole idea of like a tea is you're supposed to have a tea and a biscuit. A hobnob looks like this. It's like chocolate on one side, and on the other side, this is the biscuit. It's like a nutty biscuit. I don't know which nuts. Is it nuts? Oh, it's not nuts, it's oats. It's like an oat biscuit then. I don't know. I did get a lot of comments on my like baking cookies videos asking why I was calling the cookies and not biscuits, because in America, everything is a cookie. So to them, this is a cookie, but in the UK, this is a biscuit. So I wanted to explain the difference because in the UK, we use cookie and biscuit, but they describe different things. Something that you buy in a packet like this is a biscuit. Usually they have a little bit less sugar. They're not as thick. And usually they're a bit drier as well. Like you can dip it in tea. Meanwhile, a cookie is like a chocolate chip cookie. They're usually quite gooey. If you were to dip it in tea, it would probably break. So that to us is a cookie. Just wanted to clear that up.
Alright.
See,
Yeah.
for me, I love Hobnobs. Like I said, I thought it was nuts, but it's not. It's that oaty kind of taste. Then really, really not too sweet. And it's just regular milk chocolate. I love them. I think if I had a choice of biscuits, I would be very likely to choose a Hobnob. I really like them. For me, they are a 7 out of 10. What are you giving it?
Simple concept, very well executed, 8.5.
Last one for the biscuits. These are Jammie Dodgers. Jammie Dodgers are really good. Again, this is something that I would maybe actually buy. A Jammie Dodger looks like this. It's basically 2 biscuits like sandwiched together, and there's some jam in the middle. And they're really good. Like, these are a classic. A classic British food. This has nothing to do with Jammie Dodgers, but I want to tell you a bit of slang while I have you here. So if we in the UK describe somebody as being very lucky, somebody has a lot of luck, we say they're a jammy person. So if you wanted to say to someone that they were like a, you know, oh, that's lucky, you'd be like, oh, that's jammy. That was jammy, that was. This is very casual. Don't write that in your essay, but you might hear somebody say that someone or something was jammy. It means it was lucky. I think the right way to eat these is just to bite into them, but also because they have these little ridges on the side, a lot of people when they're kids will open them. They'll sort of twist them like a bottle. So lots of people when they're kids, they break them like this. And there's a little picture, there's little love hearts inside. So I don't know if they expect you to do that when you eat Jammie Dodgers, but anyway, cheers. Jammie Dodgers are really good. These ones had like a raspberry jam inside. And the biscuit, I think, is a shortbread biscuit, possibly. They're really good. I think I'm going to give Jammie Dodgers like an 8. It's time for Javier's review. Javier?
I'm gonna say 7.5 because I didn't really love the jam.
We have three more things here. I'm gonna start with the most disappointing one. This is a Freddo Frog, and the reason I bought this is because you can use a Freddo Frog to measure inflation, economic inflation in the UK. These Freddo Frogs are a really small chocolate bar, which I believe actually they were invented in Australia. They're so iconic. Like, I really consider these like a very British thing. But when I was researching this video, I found out they were created in Australia. But these chocolate bars are typically shaped like a little frog. Freddo the frog. But mine melted in the car and it's like just mush. But when these first came out, they were famously very, very cheap. I think they were around 10 pence, 10p. And as time has gone on, they have got more and more and more expensive. And every single time the price changes, people are outraged. So when I was a kid, I think these cost about 15p. So let's say 20 years ago, they cost 15p. Nowadays, I think I paid about 50 pence, 50p for this Freddo Frog. So you can use a Freddo Frog to measure inflation. In terms of chocolate that has stayed together, I wanted to buy a few of my favorites. These are Maltesers. I think that we only have these in the UK, but I'm not 100% sure. When I moved to the US, I brought. Yeah. When I went to the US, I brought with me loads of British chocolate, in particular like Cadbury's chocolate, so like the Freddo Frogs, and Maltesers. One of my housemates told me that they had them in France, so possibly there are Maltesers in other places in the world. If you've had these before, let me know, because I thought these were like a British thing, but I think they exist in other countries. A Malteser is a ball of malt. They're like these little chocolate covered balls of malt, like, or malt. This like, I actually don't even know what this is. It's like a crunchy, sweet, I actually don't even know what it's made from. And I love these. They are super sweet. Again, I love anything super sweet. And the chocolate is very smooth. So for me, Maltesers are probably a 10 out of 10. I love them. They're my favorite. Javier, what's your opinion?
Yeah, Maltesers are a 10. You can't beat them.
There you go. Guys, my very, very last one is honestly such a nightmare to eat, but they're just so good. So this is a curly Wurly. If something's curly, so my hair is straight, right? My hair is straight. If something's curly, it's got like the rings in it. And when I was a kid, these were my favorite chocolate bars. Basically, they are like chocolate covered toffee. And again, they're super sweet. I told you I have a sweet tooth. Let me show you. It's called a curly Wurly because it has this super curly design all the way down. And it's already starting to melt because of all of the toffee. Sometimes it's good to put these in the fridge for a minute so that they're easier to eat. I have genuinely been chewing that curly Wurly. That curly Wurly. I have been chewing for like probably 2 minutes. Javier is still chewing. But curly Wurlies are so good. I genuinely think they are probably, I'm going to say like a 9 out of 10 for me. They're very, very sweet and the chocolate on them is really good. So here in the UK, we have a chocolate brand called Cadbury's. Again, I think this exists in the US, but something really weird is when I went to the US, I felt like their chocolate was different. And a lot of British people say this when they go to the United States. And I'm not even joking, but to me, a Hershey's bar tastes like sick. Like it literally, to me, a Hershey's bar, it tastes like sour milk. Like it tastes like the milk has gone off. Like the milk's just old and not good. We are going to get Javier's review on the curly Wurly. Javier's review of the, have you finished chewing it?
No. So good, but I'm still chewing indeed. An 8?
An 8, that's fine. I think that's pretty good. That is everything that we had planned for this like British snack video. I do have another video on my channel where I try lots of British foods. I actually really like the video, so maybe go check it out if you enjoyed this one. But other than that, if you want more videos to practice your listening comprehension, please go check out the rest of my channel. And other than that, I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.